All right. So, my name is Frank. We're here on another episode of The Blend on UHRS1. Uh, we are here today with one of my friends, man. His name is Nofty. He's a really dope local artist from the scene. He's got a lot of good music out. Say what's up to the people, Nofty.
Hey, what's up to the people? You out chilling?
Yeah, man.
Glad to be here.
Yes, man. Glad to have you here. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the music you got out, your newest release, Never in Your Wildest Dreams, maybe some stuff that you got coming out but in the future or whatever you got in the works. And yeah,
Cool.
yeah, man.
Yeah, my newest album, Never in Your Wildest Dreams, is out now. You can get it on whatever streaming service you want to use. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all of that.
Sick, man. Yeah, I've checked it out. It's pretty good. It's a really solid project.
Well,
front to
I,
back.
I would hope you have checked it out. You're on the tape, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's true. I definitely I would have checked it out even if I wasn't on it. I always check out your new music when it comes out, man.
Well, I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. I really liked your last project too, Nofty Yagi, the one that came out before this one.
Cool.
Yeah, I really dug Helter Skelter on that, like too as well. That song you did with Lank.
Shout out to Lanky, man.
Yeah,
He's
shout
definitely killing it in his own lane.
Oh man, always man. Lank's a great dude.
Yeah, I've been putting out a lot of work this year. I started out with the Geeky and then the Geeky Lux.
Yeah,
That really took off. Like a lot of eyes were, I dropped, I don't know, inspiration from Yeet,
yeah,
obviously, but like, not to say, like, I'm not saying Yeet's my favorite rapper, but that type of music definitely popped off for him, and like, it definitely had the same response for me.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
in the same wavelength, of course, because he's obviously a lot more famous than I am, but I definitely feel like I can do a lot more, and that was kind of a turning point for a lot of my music.
Yeah, man, for sure. I get that. It really, it's really good to see the fact that you make different music too than a lot of people here, and especially like you see it even the differences from each project that you put out. You know what I mean? I can see like you're in your own kind of style, but there's still differences every time, which means it's like you're switching it up, trying to keep it fresh. It seems like to me.
I always just like to experiment, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
I like I've always been known to like been able to like write a verse to a beat
yeah.
and then like just like completely scrap the beat and go to and find a new beat, or like someone send me a beat and I'll use what I wrote and like be able to transition it in that way. And I've always been very trying to go in a different lane of, I know a lot of people here rap the way that they rap, and that's cool. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely fuck with a lot of guys because they are their own unique, what they want to rap about, how they want to rap.
Yeah.
But I
100%.
definitely feel that I can not that I can manipulate the way that I rap, but it's like I'm very versatile in the sense that like I could rap like a boom bap beat. Like I've done it with G-Pie on his latest album. Like that was Capo made that beat. It was kind of
Yeah.
like us more rapping than like what I've been putting out, like the Geekies or Naftiagi or.
Yeah, definitely. It is definitely a different vibe from what you've been putting out lately.
But
But it shows that you're versatile, man, and that there's not. I find there's not a lot of artists that can really do a lot of different lanes like that, and I feel like you're one of those guys, especially here, that can do that.
I appreciate that, man.
Oh no, anytime, man. I really think that you're one of the standout artists in this province, in my opinion.
I definitely do feel like my craft is something that is very different from everybody else, but I just find that like, again, I can't speak for what it's like in another province or another country, but where we're such a little island, it's so hard to, like, unless you got a huge friend group of friends to, like, put your music onto, like, it's not going to get the reception that it really deserves.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just feel
definitely.
like, not that I don't put the effort in, but it's like, I'm not going out to go buy my streams or going out to go, like, force someone to listen to my music, even though that's what a lot of people are doing, because I'm just doing it because I want to make a song.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if it ever so happens to blow up, it blows up.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that, man, for sure. A lot of people, it seems like, are just really, really out trying to chase clout with it and not making music for the art side of it, it seems like.
Like, I know when I first started making music, like, with, like, Miyagi, even a point before Miyagi, I remember, do you know who T. Canes is?
Yeah, I heard. Oh, I don't know who he is, but I've heard a bit about him, like from G Pie and the Boys and shit.
Okay, so, like, I grew up with him, him and his older brother.
Yeah,
And, like, I don't know, when I first started rapping, like, I would write raps and shit, like, and he kind of knew that, and, like, he had his own little recording set up, and, like, I used to go with him and record stuff.
yeah, yeah.
But at that point in time, like, I didn't really know who I wanted to be or what, like, I was young, I was in high school at that point.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And,
man.
like,
When you're that young and you're doing it, like, yeah, you could think that you want it, but like you don't really know. You know what I mean?
it's just, I didn't know what I wanted to, like, I was rapping and, like, didn't know nothing about actually recording or fucking presets.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Can I curse on this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Live television, I gotta make sure. Bleep me out if not.
Nah, we're good. We're good. You can swear.
All right, well, but, like, not that I feel. What were we talking about?
We were talking about like.
Oh, right. Not that I did. Like, I just didn't know about, like, presets and shit. Like, I didn't know how to record my voice.
Yep.
But
And that's a big thing too, man. A lot of people don't really know that, especially when they're first starting out.
yeah,
They don't understand that, like, what goes into it. They just kind of get up there and record something on a mic, and they don't really fuck with it much after, and then they just put it out.
yeah, and, like,
And then they wonder why, like, it half sounds like shit, or people don't want to listen to it and stuff like that. And like that, a lot of the time, that's part of it, man.
and I also feel that is a part of, like, the stigma too of a lot of people, like, won't listen to their local rappers or won't put their local rappers on because they're so like, a lot of it is a joke in the beginning. Like, people say, oh, I'm just doing this for a joke, which is cool, but I feel like it does take away a lot from the people who are trying to do it to be like, look, I could do this.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. It does 100%. And like, even I remember first when I started out around here, there wasn't many people, and there was a lot of people that would take it as a joke because there was acts like Gazebo Unit and fucking shit like
Right,
that around.
and that's cool. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah,
like,
it's a different fucking thing. You know what I mean?
but it takes so much from, like, I don't even know. Like, I can't even explain it. Like,
Yeah. No, I get it, man. It's like people look at it and they don't just fully take it as a joke. It's people that aren't from here, you know what I mean? So then it kind of made shit look like it was just silly here at first because like
Right.
all people seen was that and Donnie Dumphy, and no offense to either of them because like they're in their own lane and Donnie Dumphy's been successful.
Donnie's dope.
Yeah. But like that's what a lot of people thought most hip hop was here all along. They didn't understand it was a joke, right? I guess.
I guess the point I'm trying to get across is, like, I find people like me, like, who make the music that I make.
Yeah.
And I don't want, like, I'm versatile, but I don't want to change to just please a certain select crowd so I can get put in a spotlight where I don't belong.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't want to compromise your integrity as an artist just to fucking get listened to.
Yeah, like, I feel like, but again, like, if the support was there for me, like, I don't expect it from anybody because I don't know all these people. Like, I'm not personally close with these people.
Yeah.
But, like, if you find my music dope, fucking tell people about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like the biggest weapon an artist has, right? Is people telling other people about the music when they like it.
Yeah, and
That's
it's
like one of the
just-
biggest ones.
instead of not even listening to it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And
I
it's
don't know,
like,
maybe you might like something.
yeah,
Bitch ass.
yeah. And lots of people fucking say, yeah, no, lots of people don't listen to music and they just jump on a bandwagon of not supporting it or supporting it at the same time at the other turn of the coin just because other people do.
Yeah.
And that's become a big thing in the norm, especially with music these days, it seems like.
I don't know. Like again, I don't make music to try to please people. Like I make music because I thought it was good and wanted to release a project. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm cool and like
So, yeah. I don't know, man. Music seems a bit weird these days, though, like especially with the way people listen to it.
it's like again, I don't make music to try to please anybody. Like I make the type of music I make because it's something that is enjoyable to me. It's something that makes me sit down and think, like, what can I say that people aren't saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, and we gotta appreciate people like you when it comes to that. Like, 'cause you do it like an art. You know what I mean? You don't just don't treat it like it's another way to get on or something like that.
Nah, like, I never was like that. Like, I have always been known to make a lot of music,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's not like I'm making music that I'm buying my views for or like doing none of that. Like,
Yeah.
it's just something that I enjoy doing. Not that I can't promote my music, but it's like I don't see a point in paying for my promotion here in Newfoundland to waste my money and nothing come of it other than the stigma of what people think of a Newfoundland rapper. Like if I'm gonna pay a promotion, like it's not gonna be in Newfoundland.
Yeah, well, then it kind of just still is going to go to the same people if you do it here. You know what I mean? Because like the same people that are hearing it now, most likely in Newfoundland, are going to be the same people that are going to hear it in general. You're not going to hit much of a bigger audience by just targeting people here. Right. So that's not a bad idea. Like I know when I do ads and stuff, when I drop stuff for promo, I'll target usually one that's like most of Canada and one that's certain parts of the U.S.
Like I've done promo, but it's been through like I'll run an Instagram ad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Facebook,
Instagram,
and YouTube ads. I've done Spotify stuff a little bit too.
But I'm not giving nobody like here no money to promo my shit.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I wouldn't be at that either, because they're not going to do anything that you can't do yourself.
And that's what I'm saying too. Like when it comes to me and Miyagi, like I've never. Not that I wouldn't give him money, but like, it's not like we've just been friends. Like, I've never given him anything to mix my stuff. Like, not saying that anybody out there can go to Miyagi and get it for free.
Yeah.
Because he'd probably charge you if you're just some random.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, like, I'm not big enough, I feel like I definitely could charge for a verse, but I'm not trying to charge you for a verse.
Yeah, yeah.
If that makes sense. They're like,
yeah. I know what you're saying, for sure. It's I was like that for a long time, and then I'm only just recently started saying, like, unless I know the person pretty good, I do charge.
Right. And that's cool too. Like that's your own lane, but I just feel like me. Like not that I don't make good music and don't take pride in what I do, but I'm not trying to.
You just feel like you're not there yet at that point. And you're not doing it for that reason either.
It's not even that though. Like I just feel like if I want to do a verse, I'll do a verse.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and different people.
I want you on a song, like I don't know how to explain it. Like I guess it comes a point like where you gotta be asking for money and stuff, but like I guess I don't need that type of money because
Yeah.
I already make money from a certain type of bag,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel you. I just look at it like I've been at it for so fucking long now that the time it takes me to sit down and write it and record it, I should be at least getting something for that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it is a business. Like I understand that.
And it's like that's like there's like it feels it's just like there's like artists at different points in their career, and then there's artists that do it for different reasons too, right?
Right.
And artists will work with some people like me, like, yeah, I'll do it for money, but I won't just do it with anybody either, right? Like I gotta like the fucking song or the fucking vibe with the artist or anything like that
the other
too.
fucking side of the coin. Like
Yeah.
again, if I don't feel like I want to do it, I won't do it.
Yeah.
Like not that I feel any type of way. It's just I didn't feel that I'd be right for that record.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot about the vibe of it, right? And like the beat's gotta be right and everything too.
Yeah.
That's how I fucking have always felt about it when it comes to that shit. It's like I don't mind doing collabs, and I will do collabs with certain people if I feel like they're good. But if it's just some random that comes out approaching me out of nowhere, I'm definitely charging. That's just how it is.
Like, not that I haven't thought about it. Like, again, like there's people that have hit me up, and it's just like nothing ever came of it. But not because I was trying to charge them nothing or anything like that. It's just I didn't feel I was right for the record.
Yeah, yeah.
But I definitely thought about people that are. It's like I could definitely charge you for a record if you wanted a song bad enough. Like I do feel like I'm at a point. Like I dropped 4 albums last year.
Yeah.
Well,
You're definitely like putting out music and relevant, and that's a big part of it too, right? You know what I mean?
yeah.
100%. You got to be when it comes to that stuff.
Definitely. Like I feel like I don't know, like I was in a lane and then I don't know, a lot of people stopped fucking with me when I came out of my like high school, like teenage ages, cuz again, I'm growing up, I'm starting to become who I want to be, like I'm doing what I want to do, like
Yeah, man.
but not that I have hate or love for anybody, like it's just I'm doing me and want to do what I'm doing and what I feel that I'm good at.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's I feel like at the end of the day, that's what we all feel like when we do it. You know what I mean? We all get some kind of release out of doing it, regardless of what way it is.
Right.
It's fucking good. I like it, man. Music. I feel like sometimes I fall in and out of love with it. Like.
Yeah, like, again, not that I'm not working on anything, because I do have tapes in the vault. Like, I'm not going to speak too much on anything because I don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah.
I definitely am working on some stuff that, again, it's different, like, not what Geeky was, not what your Wildest Dreams was, not what Nofty was. Like, it's different. Like, I know... like a couple collabs I got coming possibly next year.
Sick.
Like this year coming 2023.
Yeah.
But like I'm not in no rush to like do anything. Like again, I got a tape in the vault and that might be my next tape.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, that's, I feel that it's good to have projects and shit like that in a vault on a stash, because I've got a few myself right now too.
like I don't feel like I need to drop, but like I can stay consistent. Like I'll drop singles and stuff. Like
Yeah.
most definitely. Like I feel
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of artists, the problem is like they don't stay consistent enough, but at the same time, they don't ride out what they put out either. And then once they drop it, they don't ever even revisit it.
Yeah.
And
Like-
it just kind of disappears.
I definitely do feel that too. Like 2021, my run of albums, like I definitely have listened to them since I put them out, but I feel like just the way my music has progressed in a way. Like, not that they're not good, but again, I'm so different, and what
Yeah.
I like right now is like what I'm putting out.
Well, that's what like as I find as an artist, you're always constantly growing, man, and shit's changing. And if you're not trying new stuff and trying to be the best you can be and challenge yourself, like that's what I want to do as an artist all the time, anyways. You know what I mean? So I don't see how somebody could not want to do that as an artist.
Yeah.
Because it helps with the creativity, it helps it flow, and if you don't try new things, you're not going to be able to find out what you're really good at.
Yeah, that's also true. Like, again, I'm trying to work on not rapping. If that makes sense. Like, not that I don't want to rap, because I would want to make songs and stuff, but I want to do more. Like, I'm very into, like, all my cover arts I pretty well make myself.
Yeah.
Like, I had Maddie fucking NVO do, like, or what was the design page? I forget his
JDMM.
Right. He was working on like designs for everybody, and he did the cover art for the deluxe. I don't even, because I took the picture and edited it, but I think he did some like graphics of like he did the track list.
Okay, yeah.
And like graphics when I was dropping.
Yeah.
And other than that, like Nofty, I did all myself. I bought clay and I made that cover art out of clay.
Yeah, you were saying something about that. I remember, actually, now that you mentioned that.
And the most recent cover art, like I did all that myself. Like I had people take photos for me if I needed it, or like stuff like that. But like most of that, I've done myself. Other than fucking shout out YSM Woody for shooting.
Oh yeah, he shot that video for
good
you.
with that video.
Yeah. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. That's still up on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be. I'm pretty sure I was watching it the other day, actually, because I got a playlist of fucking all Newfoundland artist YouTube videos, and when I'm sitting here just working on ideas for stuff, for like other stuff and shit, I'll just sit here and listen to them and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, man. And I do the same thing with like a bunch of Spotify songs and shit too.
Yeah, I got like a playlist on Spotify, and it was like when Geeky dropped all the local music that like bars I fuck with, like G-Pie, like Alben, like Pony Boy.
Yeah.
Like all the bars in one playlist type deal, like so I can listen to it all.
Yes, man. It's funny, it seems like there's been a few drops lately, but it seems like everybody's kind of holding off a little bit right now.
Yeah. I feel that. Like, I don't know. There's a time where it's dry, and then there's a time where everybody drops, I find. Like,
well, yeah, the scene goes through it, man. And this time of year, too, where it's like fucking in January and February, it's just slow times of the year. People are dragged out after Christmas and shit. And they're just, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I find that it happens a lot. Not every year, but most years it does. And there's always like a little lull when it comes to certain shit.
Summer's definitely best time, but
yeah, summer's always the best time, man, because there's a bunch of shows on the go and fucking in town and out of town and shit like that. I can't wait for this summer. I got a few big things out of town planned for this summer, so it should be pretty good.
I definitely want to do more like behind the scenes stuff, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
this summer, like, not that I don't want to be doing shows and stuff, because I do, but like I want to be more like, I don't know, like behind doing the shows, or like
like helping putting them together and shit like that.
Yeah, like I just feel like, I mean, unless I put something out, like, I don't know, and that's all hearsay right now, because I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing this summer.
Yeah,
but I just feel like I'm getting older. Like, I don't want to be doing all that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
Not for what it'd be worth to me. Like, I will do them, but
yeah, like the show thing, it's got to be, I don't know. It's like, it's too inconsistent, right? Because like you'll get like a few really good shows in a row, and then they'll kind of go stale a little bit.
Yeah. And I guess that's what kind of turns me off from it. Like, if I'm doing a show, I want to do it for people that probably don't listen to my music and are gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to shows and, like, the person performing getting clowned on stage.
Yeah.
Just because it's a bunch of random people.
Yeah.
And they're like, don't fuck with the style of music. But, like, I don't have that fear anymore. I'm pretty sure that anything that I go to perform, it's going to be, like, people are going to fuck with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an energy on stage, right, too. And some people just don't have the full energy. Like, you got to make people want to look at you when you're on stage, and some people just can't grab an audience like that. It feels like.
Yeah.
I feel you when it comes to shows. That's why I've tried not to do many shows lately, because, like, and I do generally try not to do a lot of shows unless I'm doing some from spring into summer type thing, like I usually do.
Yeah.
Like a bunch then, but then besides that, I try not to do a lot because I don't like to water it down. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like to ask too much of the people I know to come out fucking every 2 weeks to see a show, see me performing.
I don't find there's good enough venues either. Like,
now there's not. No.
When you did the Rec Room, like, that looked cool.
Yeah.
But, like, the odds of, like, them letting people do stuff like that is hard.
Yeah, it is. Like, certain places like that, and the Rock House. The Rock House is sick too, but not a lot of hip hop really happens there anymore either.
Yeah, and I guess again, it's all part of that.
There's like a stigma, yeah.
Hip hop
that we're all fucking shitheads.
Hip hop is bad.
Yeah, that's what. But it's because a lot of the people here like fucking folk music and stuff like that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, fucking...
I fucks with it, too. But like,
jigs and reels?
Oh, man. I can handle jigs and reels for a little bit, but then I'm like, man, this drives me fucking insane.
Yeah, like,
That's the only thing with the radio here, man, on Sunday. There's no radio. It's all fucking jigs and reels.
Hip-hop is one of the highest selling...
genres in the world, man.
Entertainments in the world.
Yep. 100%. It really is. And, there's definitely a market for it here, but it seems like there's just such a stigma surrounding it, and it's kind of cliquey too, right? So like certain people only support certain people, and it seems like they don't support other stuff when it comes to even rappers that they're listening to.
Yeah.
And it's weird. And Newfoundland's weird too, for like, it seems like people hear like different artists.
Yeah.
It's like an eclectic mix.
Yeah, like you got who you like, and it's just like, I don't know, like certain people just won't like it because of who they think you are.
Oh, yeah. And it is what it is. Not everybody's going to like you, especially as an artist or as a person. You know what I mean?
I remember when I was in elementary school, and I used to say to myself, bro, like, I want everyone to like me inevitably. Like, I don't want anyone to hate me. And I felt that way all through elementary school, and then I got to junior high, and then bam, like I didn't fucking
yeah,
like realize that the world is fucked. Like
yeah,
there's gonna be some people that inevitably aren't gonna like you.
Yeah,
and there's gonna be some people that inevitably you're not gonna fucking like.
Yep, and it's just how it is, man. And it's just gonna be like that.
But I guess I don't know. A lot of people here are chasing a dream of they see their favorite rapper or artist or what they want to be from social media trends, and they try to emulate that through whatever means possible that they can possibly do it.
Yeah.
And it comes to a point where it's like, you gotta, like, yes, do what you love, but you gotta realize, like, I realize that I'm not signed to no record label. I'm not signed to, like, people that are gonna promote my shit in certain ways that they're promoting your favorite artist or my favorite artist. Like,
yeah.
I understand it's there for me, but you got to understand, like, who to be talking to, I guess, and what way to go about it. And not that I don't know, but I don't want to make a move that isn't smart. Like, I'm very calculated the way that I move, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And like you gotta have a plan behind with what you're doing in this day and age. especially when it comes, because there's so much music that comes out, man, and there's so many different artists and everything. And you got to try to stand out different from it, and like that's where a lot of people lack too, is not having good marketing strategies or having even a budget to be able to put behind it for certain things.
Yeah.
It really ends up holding a lot of good artists back.
Like, just do what you love. Like, again, like, if you love making music, work on upgrading your shit or doing stuff that's going to invest in your craft, I guess. Like,
Yeah, exactly, man.
like, go to school, learn some shit.
Yeah, like do something that's just gonna better it. You know what I mean? Make it so you don't, because music is financially, or it can be financially draining. You know what I mean?
Dude, facts. Like, I don't fucking pay for grants or nothing. Like, I don't, like, not that I can't, but, like, I just feel that I've never needed that.
Yeah,
Like, Miyagi can make every beat that I ever would need.
yeah.
Or, like, I'm not worried about that. Lang makes beats. Fucking Capo makes beats.
Yeah, man. There's lots of dope producers around here.
And I just can't get, like, drawing a blank.
Yeah, man.
My brain does that sometimes.
It's all good. It happens. I find, like, as a musician, unless you're learning how to do all these other extra things and help better yourself to get further, it's going to be a long road, because, like, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. And that's why it's going to be a long road, because it's going to take you longer, because it's going to cost you more money. Yeah. That's why I've tried to learn as many other things as I could as an artist, like mixing and doing videos and fucking doing as much stuff as I can, right? You know what I mean? Like editing videos, shooting videos, doing graphics, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, just to try to help ease the fucking pocketbook a little bit.
Yeah, like, again, like, I do all my cover arts myself. Not that I can't pay for it, because...
No, but if you could do it yourself, then why not?
Yeah, and, like, that's the thing, too, I guess. If you do it yourself, like, you're not getting that promo from anybody else, because you're not putting money in nobody else's pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess that's where it comes, like, I'm very...
I find there's, like, a bigger sense of pride, too, when you do more of the stuff related to what you're putting out.
Yeah.
Like, I the first time I ever fully mixed an EP and anything I did fully by myself, I was like, man, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It made me feel great. I did the whole cover art, I mixed the EP, I recorded it all, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is sick. And it made me feel like a certain level of accomplishment.
Yeah. And, like, what's the Nofty Yagi cover art? Like, I definitely feel accomplished from that. Like, that was days of sitting there, and, like, the track list for that was intensive. Like,
yeah, I'd say. You said you made all those with fucking clay, man. I can only imagine how long that fucking took.
Yeah, like, fucking go on Google and pull up the fucking, like, thing. Just hit Google and type Nofty Yagi in Google, and it'll probably come up.
I can just bring it up here, actually.
Yeah.
I was listening to your stuff. I was actually listening to his stuff earlier.
And Helter Skelter was all done with that, too.
Yeah, like, that's fucking sick.
AI editing.
Yeah, there it is. Man, I fucking love that.
AI background, and then, like, I made both of us out of clay, bro. The fucking, like, Nofty Yagi logo name thing is done out of clay.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
That's sick. Oh yeah, I fucks with that hard, dude. If you haven't checked out any of Nofty's music, go check it out on all streaming platforms, man. You can find it. Nofty Yagi is the one we're talking about. The cover art for that. It's a couple claymation dudes on the front. He made them out of clay. It's fucking sick.
It's definitely, I would say that's been my album, like, this year, like, my favorite album.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know, I've been working with Miyagi for so long, and it's finally a project of my rapping and his beats and his mixing and everything. Like, he made all the beats for that. Like, normally Miyagi just mixes and masters everything for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then it's like a sense of pride then, right? You know what I mean? Like, to have that full project put out that was done with you and him,
Yeah,
especially after working together for so long.
facts.
Yeah.
The Geeky and the Geeky Lux, like I guess together would be an album. But I really consider those EPs like 7 songs each, and
Yeah.
same with Never in Your Wildest Dreams. Like that was more of like a tape with like features, more or less. Like I have a couple solo songs on that, like Boomerang and Cult. And
Yep.
fucking Mr. Put It Up.
Yeah, I fuck with Boomerang a lot, actually. I was listening to that a bunch earlier.
That's funny because I knew the vibe of that song was different than the rest of that tape. Like it was just not that it wasn't like I fucked with it obviously because I put it on the tape. Like there were songs that didn't make it, but like that song itself was more singing and shit, like more slower and shit. But out of all the songs, majority of people that have messaged me and told me what song they like, it was Boomerang.
Yeah, man. I actually really, like I said, I really fucked with that song. That one stood out to me, and fucking that first one on the song on the
2 songs, Strikers.
Yeah, Strikers and Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one too. I felt like it set a good vibe for the project starting off.
Definitely cool to do a beat with 2 beats on it.
Yeah. I kind of have an idea to do something like that too. But what I'm gonna do is I already got an old song that I had out that I wanted to do a video for.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a new song, and I had this idea to like make a song that's kind of like a party song, and then relate this song to it, and then have the video tie it together and make it like it's like a 5-6 minute video.
Cool.
Yeah, and the 2 songs will probably only be like 4.5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Do it like a little short skit type thing.
Like with this one, I fucking like I just put out like a little like promo thing and like put it on TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
Like a little video. It was only like a minute.
Yeah.
But it just like showed the track list and the cover art and stuff. Like I don't know, and I did all that pretty well myself. Like iPhone does wonders.
Man, I'm gonna test out my iPhone's camera because I got a iPhone 11, and like even that the camera's pretty decent on. So I'm gonna try doing a few things with it just to see what it looks like, just to test it out.
Last night we were like out taking pictures of the moon because the moon was looking crazy last night.
Well, you got like the fucking iPhone 14 or some shit, don't you?
Pro Max.
Yeah.
With the 4K camera.
Yeah.
This was at 5:30, and that's how light it was from the moon.
Jesus Christ, man, that's ridiculous.
Like
that's nice.
Fucking, I'm sorry you people can't see this, but like.
Yeah, no, I wish you guys could because the pictures are fucking beautiful.
Like such
great quality. Yeah. It's crazy. iPhones have really stepped up their game when it comes to cameras and shit.
Yeah.
Like they have some solid ass fucking cameras. I've been back and forth between iPhone and Android like probably my whole life. And this is the first time I've had an iPhone in a while. And the only reason I got an iPhone this time is because I got a decent deal on it and it wasn't used a lot. And I got it for the camera.
Yeah.
Because like I wanted to use it. I got like a little ring light thing that's got a camera fucking holder in the middle.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start doing these little fucking video, like informational type video things about stuff from around Newfoundland.
Cool.
And I'm going to like use it to sit it up here, and I'll sit in front of it and have the mic up for the audio and just sit there and talk about a couple things and use it and splice it in with footage of like the places and actual footage and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I've always been an Apple slut, but.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people like that, and there's a lot of people that are just straight up Android fucking sluts too.
Yeah. Like I had iPhone 3GS.
Bro, only reason I don't like this fucking iPhone is the fact that it doesn't have a goddamn headphone jack.
Man, you're telling me. Like that pisses me off.
Bro,
like I got the headphones that are the Apple headphones and they plug into that lightning cable.
Yeah.
Which is convenient, but
I got a fucking
stupid.
Bro, I got a dongle for my headphones the other day,
bro.
And it didn't even it worked for like, well, I didn't get it. My buddy Dougie got it for me actually, and he gave it to me, man, and I think it worked like 3 times.
Man. I had a dongle and I think someone robbed it on me probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, those are like hot fucking item things now,
hot commodity.
Yeah, everybody's got iPhones and nobody's got a fucking headphone jack anymore.
If you're ever gonna rob something, that's probably one of the easiest things.
Yeah, like
that and a Bic lighter.
Yeah, like see, it's not even fucking very big at all.
But you hold that in your hand and walk out.
It literally, nobody even know the difference.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. fucking in your hand, in the palm of your hand, up the sleeve. If you're wearing a long sleeve, nobody will know.
I mean, I don't condone thieving.
Me either, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have done that.
Yeah. Most def.
Fucking dongle thieving assholes.
Man, fucking.
Same thing with lighter thieves, man. Everybody who steals lighters is a fucking asshole.
Man, well, I guess I'm an asshole.
You're that guy, eh?
I don't mean to.
There's always one of those guys though in the group that
I definitely owe G-Pie a lighter.
G-Pie's bad for it too, though, bro.
I've never experienced it with G-Pie, but I've never had G-Pie like over very often where like he has the opportunity to steal it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I've
not calling bro a thief, but
no, yeah, he's definitely not a thief.
I owe you I owe you a lighter.
But I owe you a lighter. G-Pie, he owes you a lighter. He's gonna end up here. You're gonna end up hearing this and forget that you owed him a lighter, and then you'll be like, "Oh fuck, yeah, now I owe him a lighter." And boys are just gonna be like, "What the fuck, man?" Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Shout out G-Pie, man. That last project he just put out was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, shout out G-Pie for real. G-Pie's always been like
he's a
genuine as fuck. Like,
yeah, he's a dope ass dude, dope rapper, fucking all around. I feel like he's a good dude, man.
Yeah, like,
solid guy.
I love him and Wig, man.
Oh, fucking brother. Wiggles, yeah, Wiggleford. I love Wig, man.
Whenever you got car problems, go to Wig. Go to G-Pie.
Yeah, for fuck's sakes, for real. When I fucking had my car on the go, I used to go to their shop all the time. Anytime I needed to get tires or fucking random shit done, I'd always go over there if they could do it.
Yeah, they're always homies.
Yeah, man. It was always fucking sick. Fuck, man. I remember going on tour with G-Pie a couple times, like going across the island, and then when we went to Labrador too.
Man, like no cap, like during that stage when you guys were like doing that.
Yeah.
I wasn't making music at all. I was in a slump, like going through some shit, like.
Yeah. It happens.
Didn't want to do anything, but I've seen you guys doing it and seen how much fun you guys were having, and that's what pushed me to want to make music again. Like seeing all you guys doing
sick,
that.
Man.
And just going different places and putting on shows for people that you haven't put on shows before, and making that bond with guys of normally you wouldn't have made a bond with. And like, I was just like kicking myself because I was like, damn, like I wish I had made these connects early on so I could have done type shit like this with these type of people who were genuine. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was fun, man. It was fun going across and going to Labrador with G-Pie and Lank.
Yeah, man.
It was an experience for sure, man. I remember when we first got to Labrador, when we got off the boat, driving to the place where we were going to stay. Fucking Sasha was driving, and all of us had our heads out all of us had our head out the window, keeping her on the road, directing her because there was so much fog that you couldn't see anything in front of us. And then when we drove back and we came back through it, we realized we were driving up like cliff sides and fucking shit like that the whole time. Yeah, it was a bit fucked up.
Cliffside Sash.
Yeah, she was driving my Civic like a fucking champ. We drove my Civic to Lab City and back, bro. When we went, just before we got on the fucking ferry in St. Barb's, like in Newfoundland here, we were floating to hit the fucking ferry because we thought we were gonna miss it. And I went over this fucking bridge and there was like a little bump, and the way my fucking shocks went down, the exhaust bounced, it hit the crack in the fucking thing and cracked it. So then for the rest of the trip, she sounded like she had a turbo on her or something, man.
B-Tech.
Yeah, fucking rap. A fart can or something, you know what I mean? She was fucked.
I drove across the island one time in the Lancer that I had.
Yeah.
And like I was like 20 minutes out of town on my way back, and my car starts to overheat.
Oh, that's rough.
And I was like, no, man, I swore to myself I'd never bring that fucking shithole thing across the island again. And like, I don't know, since I've had the Jeep, like I've never had that worry. Like the Jeep is a beast.
Yeah, I was gonna say your Jeep seems like it's a fucking beast, man.
Like bought that off the lot brand new, had 32 kilometers on it.
Oh yeah, she's good for it, brother.
Yeah,
she's fucking good for it. You need something like that here in fucking Newfoundland anyway.
Well, that's what I told my girl. She just got a new rig too. She got a CX-3 Mazda.
Yeah.
And like Mazdas are decent rigs. Like she needed something that was more off the ground than, not saying like nice cars are nice, but it's like the opportunity to drive them here. Just
it's
like
very slim, and there's lots of fucking hazards, road and weather-wise.
Newfoundland sucks for that type of shit.
Oh, bro, Newfoundland is fucking garbage for that kind of shit. Newfoundland's garbage for a lot of shit.
And I realized, like, when I was in Toronto, like, there's so many people driving around, and none of them are idiots. And if they are, they're only slightly an idiot.
Yeah, it's not, trust me, it's not like it is here. I grew up in Toronto, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. Like, St. John's is turning a lot more like Toronto, like people-wise and the culture-wise, where there's so many different races and everything here. But it's, and like the way the vibes are too, feels a little bit like it. But it's just not to the same level. And I find 90% of people who fucking live in Newfoundland cannot drive.
It's terrible.
They don't pay attention to shit on the road. Like that same Civic, man, we drove that across the island for mini tours and shows and shit, and just like back and forth all the time for like 2 years, man. And then I moved back in here, and within 6 months, some missus fucking hit me head on,
man.
And as she was blowing through a red light.
Well, my last Lancer I was in, fucking missus went across like a bunch of traffic, and I ended up T-boning her, and it was her fault. She didn't see me or whatever, and I'm still waiting on claim for that.
Yeah, man, I'm waiting for shit too. It's probably going to be a little while, but still.
Yeah.
It's usually how that shit goes, but...
Shout out to good lawyers.
Yeah, shout out to good lawyers is right. Pretty soon it won't matter, though. I'm literally going to be working... You know the Irving that's just right up there by my house? I'm going to be working in that same plaza attached to the nacho shop, because we got a shop opening up there in like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah. So I won't have to travel no more on the fucking goddamn St. John's Metro bus, the fucking Sketro bus.
There was a vape store up there before, wasn't there? There
was, yeah. I think it was called King Vape or something like that.
Yes, bro. I remember when I had the big ass mod that I had, like the fucking Hucker vape.
Yeah.
And I used to go there all the time because they had a juice there, and it was in a glass bottle with the fucking like syringe,
like a dripper. Yeah.
Yeah, those were nuts.
Yeah, that wasn't yesterday.
No.
There was a little restaurant in there too, and in the back room where he had all of his shit hooked up. There's like fucking 15 plugs in there, man. It was fucked.
Man.
There was so many fryers and shit hooked up in this one small room. It was actually kind of fucked up.
I'll tell you a fuck.
And then I think Buddy was like barbecuing out back and shit too.
Like fucked up. When I went to the north, I was in Rankin Inlet.
Yeah.
So I was working, like me and Father. Working on a building, like doing sprinklers.
Yes, man.
And they had us in this house, had no windows in it.
Yeah.
Fucking, I can't even call it a house because it was a restaurant that they converted into a house, like working for like a carpentry company, like type deal, excavating.
Yeah.
And they pretty much put up walls in this house and said, here you go. Like, literally have like little Inuit kids like coming knocking at her door in the middle of the night, like. They could have put something in the door, caught the whole building on fire, and we wouldn't have been able to get out.
Yeah.
And there's a fucking, like, stove kitchen in the fucking place, so the place just smelled like grease.
Oh, yeah.
It was like sleeping in a kitchen, bro.
Yeah, that's rough. That's fucking rough. Sleeping in a kitchen, a greasy old fucking kitchen. I would not want that at all, man. Like, that's fucking rough.
It was worth the money, but...
Yeah, well, I'd say, it probably was worth the fucking money, you know what I mean? But still. How long were you up there when you were up there?
I was up there for 2 months.
Yeah.
And I've seen shit up there that, like, I'm not surprised. Like, it's stuff that you never think, like, it's culture shock.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, man. You know it is. You see you see people talking about it, stories about shit that goes on up there and stuff all the time. And I guess it's got to be a lot different when you're actually up there and you get to see it yourself.
Oh man, crazy.
What are the days like up there and shit too? Isn't the daylight fucking weird up there? Yeah.
Short fucking daytime. It's like, I don't know.
What time of year were you up there?
Like October to like December.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. It's like going from fall into winter.
Yeah.
Guys, got to be brutal.
Fucking It's cold up there, but there's no wind. Like I'd rather that cold
Oh yeah,
than
yeah,
Newfoundland's cold.
yeah. 'Cause, well, it's like fucking. It's
No.
windy and wet and fucking everything here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's in your bones and shit.
But we've had a good fucking winter.
Oh, yeah,
fucking
fuck.
knock on wood.
Knock on wood, bro. Yeah, we've had a pretty good fucking winter. It seems like. Hopefully, it stays that way, man.
Yeah.
But God only knows. It's Newfoundland. We'll probably get hit with fucking snowmageddon times two here now.
Well, they were calling for snow this weekend. Look how that happened. It's like warm out.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking weird. But that's what it's fucking always like. And they always call for snow, and then we don't get it. And then all of a sudden, we get smoked with like fucking 3
Yeah.
feet of it when they're not even calling for it.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get some fucking snow. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah. But I doubt, like, hopefully, again, knock on wood, it's not going to be anything.
Oh yeah, I can't deal with something else that's like fucking snowmageddon or something again, man. Because we had snowmageddon, then we had fucking COVID, and we need a fucking break.
We do. I miss being a kid.
Yeah, being an adult fucking sucks. It's a bit fucking whack sometimes, isn't it?
In it.
Yeah,
In it.
yeah. It fucking is. Who fucking all because two people decided to have sex and not wear a condom 30 something years ago. Now I have to pay bills and work every day of my life.
I heard a good one yesterday, and it was, put a condom on your ear and fuck what you heard about me.
I fucking seen that. I roared, man. When I seen that, I fucking roared. I was like, holy shit.
I've been finding good ones. I like a good dad joke too.
Yeah, dad joke ones are fucking hilarious.
Dad, can you tell me what a solar eclipse is? No, son.
Oh my. Dad jokes. I myself am a dad, so I guess that's why I appreciate dad jokes.
I'm not a dad, but I still appreciate a good dad joke.
Yeah, I always did before I was even a dad, but I feel like now even more I do for some
Like,
reason.
haha, knee slapper.
Yeah. That's like G-Pie. G-Pie always got the good fucking dad
Every
jokes.
time I'm with G-Pie, it's a dad joke festival.
Yeah. It is, man. It's fucking hilarious. I love it. It's fun. There's few people that like you can just chill with and it's just like that.
Yeah.
And like, because not everybody has that kind of sense of humor, right? You know what I mean?
No. It's like, just say I'm funny.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, so you got any plans to release any new music coming up anytime soon? Or are you just vibing off it? I know you just did drop something.
Yeah, like, soon I would say don't wait up. But you never know. Like, I could end up doing, like, a feature for somebody, or, like, I know I'm working on stuff to be released,
Yeah.
but it's just a matter
Well, there's
of
a
time.
process, right?
Yeah.
There's a process. There's time and a place. When it's right, it's right.
Facts.
So yeah, everybody can check out your music on all streaming platforms. You're on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff.
Yes, sir. Get it wherever you can stream a song.
Yeah.
Fucking
And you got
except SoundCloud. There's a couple songs on SoundCloud, but like I don't release on SoundCloud
yeah, I don't really either.
as a platform. Like I just find like I listen to most of my music through Apple.
Yeah, I listen to most
But-
of mine through YouTube or Spotify.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are on Spotify, so I kind of tend to
Yeah.
Apple and Spotify more or less than SoundCloud or YouTube. But it's everywhere. Essentially, you can stream a song.
Yeah, and what was the name of that video too that you got on YouTube?
Good with that.
Yeah, good with that. Go check that out. YSM Woody shot that one. That's a dope video, man.
It's my first music video. Shout out that man's
Yeah,
helped me out.
it was fucking sick. So
Definitely
yeah.
wants to do more of that, but I just want to find like again, me and Woody talked about this too, and not that I don't have immense love for bro,
Yeah.
but I want to get as many different people to try to do a video for me as possible.
Yeah,
so
well,
I can work.
You got to work with people and see what you like too.
Yeah,
and,
like-
you know what I'm saying. That's what took me so long. I've worked with a lot of video people. Like the only person really that I know of that shoots a lot of hip hop stuff around here that I haven't worked with yet is Nate Deuce. And me and him are
Yeah.
planning on working on something in the near future. Shout out Nate Deuce. He's got some pretty good video stuff, man, and he's a good artist.
Lucas Hillier knows what he's at too.
Yeah, Lucas usually is my go-to guy. So what, like me and him will usually meet up and he'll shoot stuff for me, and then I'll take the footage and I'll edit my videos.
Yeah,
usually.
And that's, I think, Woody made a post like that recently. He was like, if I ever make a video, like, you can.
He doesn't want to
edit
edit anymore.
And like, I'll tell you one that's cool too. Fucking Kron Lennon, the video that he did with Mac and Telly.
I seen that.
Recently.
Yeah, I saw that. That's actually
sick.
really cool. That was sick. I actually like that. Shout out to fucking Kron Lennon, man.
Yeah, like.
I've never actually met the dude or talked to him or anything, but
I've never met him, but me and him have been talking recently. Like, after he dropped that video, I like had to tell him, like, that's nuts. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man.
And we were just chopping it up, and like, again, like, he used to be right into hockey. My dad used to be right into hockey, so like they know mutual people like through us talking. Like, I don't know, he's just a cool dude.
Yeah.
Fuck with that dude.
Yeah, man.
Mac 11, my evil twin.
That's like shout out Mac too. Yeah, man, he's been doing it for a long time. He's the only one that I can like, one of the only ones anyways that I can think of that's been doing it just as long, or if not a bit longer than I have. That's still consistent right now.
Yeah, he's always been down with.
And like fucking Deli, I think Deli is a fucking killer on the mic, man. I've never talked to Deli before. I met him either though. I don't think I've met him. I know I've never talked to him on Facebook or any socials or anything.
Deli's definitely he's a homie, definitely a homie. Like, I knew bro since for a long time.
Yeah, well, you guys are all like part of the same network of people when you guys were growing up. You know what I mean?
Like, he's a little younger than I am, but like we definitely like hung out more than once.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like,
exactly. That's like fucking. That's
definitely a down to earth dude.
Yeah, and it's funny because like when all you guys kind of came out and like were rapping and shit, I didn't even know who any of you guys were. And I've said this to G-Pie before, and I was like, man, like, what the fuck? Where did all these guys come from? And how did we never hear of any of them before?
It was a lot.
Man, there was a lot of random people, though, that just started rapping around that time, too. Like, the scene really fucking boomed and took off around here with a lot of new rappers and a lot of different styles of rap. It wasn't just the old school hip-hop boom bap stuff here anymore. Everybody was doing, like, a newer age sound, and there was a lot more stuff, like, a lot more vibes and flows going.
I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that if you're an old head and you don't like me.
Fuck them anyways. I used to be mainly a fucking boom bap rapper, and like I still stick to that, like I still stick to punchlines more or less than anything, but I've like incorporated new age sounds more into my stuff now than I used to be. Like, I do some drill stuff, and I'll do like trappish style stuff, and I feel like I can rap on just about any kind of beat.
Yeah.
You got to be able to be versatile, man.
Facts. I said it in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'll say it till I'm dead.
Yeah. Facts. It's right, man. It's true. But yeah, fuck, man. It's been good chatting with you. I guess we're gonna cut this off there now. And we went over your music. We had a pretty good chat. I feel like it went pretty good, and I'd definitely gladly have you back again sometime in the near future when you got some new music out and you want to roll through and tell everybody about it.
Definitely. I appreciate you having me on, and I'm excited to see the rest of the episodes and what perspires of all this. Like, it's definitely a crazy opportunity and definitely a crazy thing you got going on.
Yeah. Well, like I'm just trying to do this and give artists another platform here, because there's not a lot of avenues for people to help promote their shit, right?
For sure.
Especially something like this, and like you need to have something like this here, especially for the hip hop community, man. Like, there's so many dope artists that are here that don't get their music out more than they should because they don't have those certain avenues to be able to approach and promote.
True.
And that's one thing that I just want to try to help do with this.
Fucking cool, man.
But yeah, so I'm Frank. Shout out my boy Nofty.
Shout out all y'all listeners.
Yeah, you've been listening to The Blend. This is on UHRS1, and this is going to be on all streaming platforms as well very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed and like what you listened to. Check out Nofty on all streaming platforms.
Never in Your Wildest Dreams out now.
Yes, his newest
Wow,
project.
bitch.
Go run that shit up. Have a good night, guys.